Hey y'all, it's Cynthia Demore, and I'm back from the dregs of flu. For the last, oh my God, almost 2 weeks, I have been so sick. And so that's why I've been a little quiet. But the good news is that I am back and was reading through some comments and thought I'd hop on just to share a little idea with you. So I want to talk about the nice guy trap. The nice guy trap is wicked. It can make you miserable. And it's created, once again, by women through generations, your moms, your grandmas, who needed to be in a relationship to pay their bills. And so what women would look for is, I just need a nice guy. And when they were saying that, they were looking for things like, he doesn't demand too much of me, or he's not going to hit me, or things like that. Like I can survive anything. And you've got to remember that classic relationships were, I've got to get the wallet in order to survive. And if I like the guy, that's great. If I don't, as long as he's nice, it's good enough for me and the kids. And so since you ladies are successful women, you don't need a man's wallet. You got everything going on. You don't need him to pay your bills. You get to be choosier. You get to be love shoppers. And you're looking for your perfect partner, someone who adores you just the way you are, supports your goals, hopes, and dreams, and who makes your toes curl. A nice guy is lovely, and he doesn't have to be your guy. There's no reason to try and force yourself to like a nice guy. Some of you, I see you in there and it's like, oh, he's a really nice guy on paper. Yes. Who cares? If he doesn't light you up, who cares? Now, some of you say, Cynthia, you're being rather judgmental. No, I'm not. You're allowed to love who you love. You're allowed to have preferences. You're allowed to have choices. A man's not survival. He's an accessory, right? He's someone who fits in your life, and you are entitled and allowed to have the life you want. So if you say, oh, but he's a really nice guy, fantastic. Let a nice girl have him. You deserve so much more. We don't have to lower our standards to just nice. How about fantastic, delicious, yummy, ooh, sensual, luxurious, fabulous, skin-titillating? There's so many more fun words to describe your relationship and your guy than, oh, he's nice. It's like, oh, be still my heart. He's nice. Who cares? And nice is so often code for boring. If he's not your guy, he's not your guy. So if you don't feel chemistry with them, and I'll see ladies, oh, you should go out with them 5,000 more times. I bet you'll find chemistry. Well, yeah, you know what? You will, because we're women and we're survivors. And when we have to find love or chemistry with someone, we can stand to sleep with them. If he pays our bills, we can do what we have to do. We are survivalists. But you don't have to do that when you're looking for your perfect partner. If there's no chemistry, see you later. You can be fabulous for somebody else. And the cool thing is if you meet someone who's a great guy, and see, I prefer great guy than nice guy. Nice guys are just like, they're like getting a C student, or they're like, that's just like, okay, I want at least a great guy. But you can still meet great men who are not your perfect partner. However, they may be a great match for one of your girlfriends. I know when I met 300 men in 11 months looking for James, and one of the guys I met was fabulous. Oh my God, my heart went pitter-pat when I talked to him, and he was so amazing. And he was Catholic. And no, there's nothing against Catholics and Catholicism, but it's not me. So even though he was phenomenal, I still let him go. He would be great for my girlfriends, not for me. And that's what I want you to get to. It's okay for you not to be impressed with a nice guy. Come on, ladies, let's up those standards and stop settling. Hey, Kim, good to see you. Looking for just a nice guy is settling. You deserve so much more. If you have nothing in common with a guy, what the heck are you going to talk about on Saturday mornings with him about then? When you have nothing in common, you say, well, I guess I can learn his stuff. Hello? You need to learn his stuff. Let me tell you, my friends, men come as is. You don't need to learn his stuff. That's an outdated strategy because you feel like you have no choice and you've got to make this relationship work. There are tons of great men out there who are dying to meet you, but as long as you're willing to settle for a nice guy where you've got to change you, and listen to me, when you have to go learn other stuff so you can have something in common with a guy, that's called changing you. That's not being adored for the fabulous woman that you are. And when you're with your perfect partner, you want to feel the same way with him. You adore him for the way he is. It's not about changing him. And, traditionally women got fixer-uppers, just like homes. You can flip the home. Well, with the fixer-upper guy, it's like he just needs a woman's touch. He'll be so much better if he just has a woman's touch. I can change his look. I can kick his butt. I can make him do all this stuff. And yeah, if you're looking for a wallet, absolutely. If you're looking for this quality, delicious, luxurious, yummy relationship, no way. Eva says, had two nice guys, but nothing to talk about. We were so different, had to end it. Heck yes. Why would you want to be with someone you can't talk all hours with? James and I are, 27 years together, married? Our favorite thing is to talk to each other. I'm fascinated by the guy. He just lights me up and I get giggly, and we solve world issues together and we go learning together. We do all this fun stuff together, and that's what keeps the relationship hot. But it's because we started out in sync. When you start off where you are not in sync with your man, it is super hard to then force him or train him into being in sync with you. That's an outdated thing where you settle in order to get his wallet. You don't need to do that, my friends. Judy said, I recently ran into this. We got along great, but no chemistry. No chemistry with you and a nice guy is a great option for a girlfriend. There is just something, and there's all sorts of research on, what makes a guy hot for people and how you can, it could be down to the chemistry of them, like how they smell or how they taste. Sometimes it's just they don't make you juicy. Let's just be straight on. And if it's not a juicy time, is that how you want to invest your life? Is that how you want to invest your time when you're not working, being with some guy that's just okay? And you say, you've got really high standards. Yes, we do. We're looking for a perfect partner. We're not desperate. You can go out there and there's always more men to meet. You do not need to settle down. Oh, I just want to be in a relationship. Well, good. But you want to be in a relationship with your perfect partner. That's what we train for here. I saw a conversation in the group about no teeth. The guy's super great, no teeth. Well, I don't know how super great he was or if he was just nice. I might be saying super great. I'm on a total high from another presentation I just did. But if no teeth is not your thing, he's just a next. It's not personal. You will be next by people. If you ever go on a first date where it's like, oh my God, it was like fantastic, and then they're not interested in you, sometimes it's because you look like their mother, or you look like their ex, or you look like, and the ex gave them grief, and I just can't date a redhead. Yeah, I just can't go out with a redhead. It can be weird things like that. You don't know their stuff. They don't know your stuff. Should you give them a chance because people with no teeth can be fabulous? That's not an issue. There's tons of fabulous people out there. Just because someone is a next for you has no bearing on how wonderful of a person they are. And that's going to be really important for you to understand, because some of you say, oh, but I've got to be nice. And yeah, he smokes and I really don't like smokers, but I don't want to hurt his feelings. Oh my God, let him go find someone who smokes and will love that if you don't smoke. There's nothing, you don't need to go judgmental on people. It's just fit or not fit. You don't go shopping for a dress and go into the store and put on a dress that you thought looked pretty good and you get it on your body and it just fits you really weird. And you don't sit there and burst into tears in the fitting room. Oh my God, this dress doesn't work. How am I ever going to be in a relationship? I'm going to have to just make this dress work. Oh my God, this sucks. I've got to do this. I can find a way, blah, blah, blah. And go nuts because you put on a dress that didn't fit you. You simply go get a different dress. Somebody else will fit that dress beautifully. I have an hourglass shape. Other people have pears. They've got apples. They've got all different types of fruit. Or they're more straight. And so someone who can wear a beautiful sheath that just fits those more square, long type bodies, I'm jealous of. I am so jealous. But you give me a wraparound dress with these curves and I can rock it. And that's the same thing with men. different men are great fits for different women. Hey, Sharon, good to see you. I'm glad you're here. And hello, Annabelle. So yeah, it's this, getting stuck in. Hey, Rachel, good to see you. Getting sucked into this nice guy space. And another thing that's why that nice guy is a trap. They're trying to trap you into mediocrity in your relationship, which sets you up for misery moving forward, which increases the odds that you're not going to make it the long run. Part of that is that there is research out there that will show how guys don't change their opinions of women. Once they meet you, oh, she's a 7, she's an 8, she's a 10.5, she's whatever. They keep that score no matter what. We as women, because we have been trained by our mamas and our grandmas, will sit there and make up frickin' stories about these guys in order to justify why they're great for us. And so the he's nice is part of one of the big lies or the big stories that's out there. Like, yeah, I don't really like him, but he's really nice. And again, you've got to remember, when nice guys were hot was when people were looking for a wallet and they didn't want to be beat up. They didn't want to have bad times. They just wanted a guy who would be okay with them. Women didn't have high expectations through the ages. They were in survival mode. When you're in survival mode, you take what you get. We don't have that issue. Y'all are successful women. You don't need men that way. So you are allowed, entitled, and I'm going to totally encourage you to stand for what you want. Don't settle. Don't just go for the nice guy. Don't go for the boring guy. Listen, ladies, you are fascinating. You're intimidating. You're dominating. You're mesmerizing. You are soft. You are sexy. You are smart. You are funny. You're delicious, you're delightful, you're luxurious, you're like a dream come true for your perfect partner. You are that and more. And once you own this, then there's no more settling. And some of you will have blocks to remove and things like that. And you've got some inside work to do, but that's all that's standing between you and your perfect partner. And so one of the things, if you really want your partner, is stop getting sucked into the nice guy trap. It is a freaking trap that takes you to mediocrity. Or mediocrity? I think that's the word. Sounds good to me. Tammy says, oh my God, I so needed to hear this today. Oh, I added the OMG. Sorry. Yeah, we all need to hear it because we've been taught he's a nice guy. Oh my God, get out the garlic. It's a nice guy. I want the fabulous guy. I want a relationship that just lights me up. I want a relationship that feels so good. I want a relationship that when I get up Saturday morning, I'm running around with no makeup and I've got holy sweats on and my hair is half like this. And he comes up and says, honey, you are so gorgeous. You just make my heart sing. I want all that and more for you. So on that note, ladies, just a little reminder, no more nice guys. Let's go for fabulous, delicious, and also so much more. Love you all. I'll see you online.